Day 14 of the Chicago Bears training camp is in the books. No Nate Davis. Oh my goodness. But Darnell Wright exit early with the injury, Cdub. And then a couple other points from today's training camp news. Y'all know me and Cdub gonna talk about it and break it down. But we gotta play this intro first.
Chicago Bears Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bears news and content.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears. If you're tuned in with us today, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel as we are so close to that 16K. So if you're tuned in, hit that subscribe button. Cdub is with me today. No haze on the docket, though. My man's handling business. Cdub, how you feeling, though?
I'm feeling great, man. Just got off work, man. Let's talk some Bears. What's up? What's the
For
word?
sure. So first thing first, before we talk and dive into more of Darnell Wright, Cdub, Nate Davis did not practice again, bro. We seen Matt Eberflus come out and kind of send that little flare gun and shoot one off in the air like, hey, we right here, bro.
Yeah.
Join the team. Join the squad. We brought you on the squad for a reason, but Nate Davis found himself on the sidelines again, Cdub.
Yeah.
How you feeling about these news, bro?
Hey, man, this is every day that goes past, it just makes me angrier and angrier when he's not in there trying to get some continuity with this young offensive line for our new bud and quarterback that we got to get acclimated in the NFL. It just ain't fair. He say it's an injury or something like that. I don't know. Is he Pete? I don't want to say that word. Is he BSing us out there on the field? Is he faking injuries on some veteran shit? Like, I don't need the training camp. You do need the training camp because if that's the case, you're being real selfish because Caleb needs you. If that's the case, if you playing some veteran card shit, that's real selfish, Nate. And bro, as it comes to the point where we need to just stop waiting for him because I don't think he gonna participate.
I'm with you on that, bro. And the thing is, when it comes to Nate Davis, bro, I'm fed up. I had Cdub, you was one of the ones that got me on board with you, bro. We gave Nate Davis some grace when they was like, yeah, Nate Davis chilling on the sideline during minicamp.
Yeah.
Nate Davis chilling on the sideline during OTAs. We both, you know what I'm saying? You led the charge in that, but I jumped on board and was like, hey, that's a right thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not mandatory right now in some of these cases. And, you might be trying to work his way back up. But now that training camp has started, I'm fed up.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
just what it really come down to, man. I'm sick of this guy and his antics. And right now I'm looking at it like, hey, when Matt Eberflus said that just because you injured, it doesn't necessarily mean that your job is safe. I'm with that. If you don't want to participate, let's go ahead and find somebody that want to participate because right now we know what the expectations are, bro. That's making these playoffs. That's taking the next step forward. That's after going 3 wins in 2 years ago, 7 wins last year, and now we looking at DJ Moore coming out and saying, "Hey, let's go get 10 wins." I'm with that.
Yeah.
Davis, you ain't participating, bro. And Cdub, you said it best, bro. He being selfish right now, in my opinion. I'm not saying that the guys out here faking injuries. I'm not saying that the guys out here BSing, but at some point, bro, we got to call a spade and really, really put this guy to the forefront and say, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
What are you doing?
Yeah, because we said this in training camp, and you just iterated that. Like, okay, it's just mini camp, and we'll just wait till training camp. If this shit starting, then if you start this BS when we get to training camp, then it's up. It's up. It's officially up, and it's stuck until your ass get your ass into the lineup, or you go get your damn job took. You go get your job took. Ryan Bakes has been playing in your position ever since you've been holding out or injured or whatever's going on with you. Dude, come on, bro. You know how important this is. Really selfish. I hope that's not the reason that you on some veteran shit. Like, I don't need no damn training camp. I hope that's
he do need training camp. Did he not see how he played in those moments that he was in the game? Excuse me, Nate Davis, you wasn't the best when you was in the game, bro. You the high level guard that we thought we was getting. He been nowhere to be found since we brought him onto the team.
Yeah,
nowhere to be found. It's always something.
Now
with Nate Davis at right now, I'm not gonna bring up his personal business because that ain't none of my business. But it's always something. You got a
Hey,
question?
yeah. Now I don't know if Ryan Poles is on top of this thing with Nate Davis, this situation thing, but we seen Ryan Poles track records with troublesome players on this team that's causing, kind of problems. They usually out of here quick as possible. You think Matt Eberflus will go up to Ryan Poles' office like this, motherfucker? Get him out of here. Because I could tell Eberflus ain't digging, dude. He ain't particularly his favorite person in that locker room. He can't be.
I'm with you on that. I'm thinking that Matt Eberflus probably fed up. I mean, it's the man came to the podium 2 times and sent some messages, bro. The man
Yeah.
came to the podium 2 times. Like, and I feel like that's 2 strikes well enough. If I'm Ryan Poles, I'm looking at this situation for what it is. And sometimes, I mean, Ryan Poles has showed me that he can move off of players that he feel like is no longer in good faith or that could benefit this organization. We talking about Roquan Smith and his antics during negotiations. Poles got rid of him. We talk about Robert Quinn. You know what I'm saying? And the what happened with him. He got rid of him. We talk about Chase Claypool, who the Bears was like, damn, bro, you gonna show some effort? Are you gonna block for once in your life? We
Yeah,
need
bro.
effort out there. And then they departed ways with him. And now Chase Claypool, who was traded over there to the Dolphins, is now on another team. I believe
And
he's in Buffalo right now.
yeah.
So at some point, I believe they will get tired of him. Ryan Poles has shown me that he is a good GM. And Nate Davis, hey, if he don't get it together, it's just a matter of time, in my opinion, Cdub.
And I would like to say if he want to stick with the times and he want to stay consistent, he got to nip this in the bud fast because he's been consistent. Like, you want to bullshit, that go the door. Don't let the door knob hit you with a lower shit and split you, bro. So, if
Yeah, come
so
on, Big Kev.
so if that's the case, his days could be numbered right now if he don't get it together, bro. And it's a shame because Nate Davis can play football, nephew.
That's the
If
Can he?
his
crazy part.
mind into it, if
Can he
his
play?
mind,
Because I ain't
if
seen him play yet.
we seen him, in a training camp and stuff this year, stuff like that. But last year he was okay. He
He
wasn't
was all right.
awful. He wasn't
But it just
awful.
wasn't the best. So you expect this man to come in and be able to put his best foot forward to say, yo, I want to have a bounce back season or be better than what I was last year. Big Kev, we talking about Nate Davis before we move on to Darnell Wright. How you feeling about Nate Davis not practicing again?
I'm salty, bro. I'm salty. Like, when I saw that, like, I was like, okay, yesterday they had him working out on the sidelines, maybe to get ready to put on some pads and go out there and get in the trenches. Nope. And for somebody that's making $10 million a year, I just haven't seen enough. He needs to want it more unless his body is failing him. And if his body is failing him, that's even worse than him not practicing because that means that he's not going to be able to really play this season. Not at the level that we need him to. But we're going to get a game or two before he goes down again, be out for 2 or 3 weeks, come back, try to play maybe 1 or 2 more games. Like, I'm tired of the topsy-turvy approach to the Nate Davis project. And frankly, if he's not prepared, if his body's not intact, if he can't do it, we're going to have to move on from Buddy.
And that's an interesting point because you do have to account for it. Is the guy really injured? Is he really injured? And then what kind of moves you make if he's really injured and he really can't go out there? Or do the Chicago Bears think that some minor injury, he can still go out there and play? He's just fucking bullshit.
Right.
So it's up to them, man. I think Ryan Poles come and shut this down quick. If you
Yeah,
ask me,
I agree with you on that
he
one.
come and shut that down.
For sure. But one of the biggest stories that came out was that the offensive line, excluding Nate Davis, is that they had Braxton Jones, Tevin Jenkins, Coleman Shelton, Ryan Bates, and Darnell Wright as their starting offensive line today. And Darnell Wright went down.
Yeah.
He tried to give it a go to come back, but not necessarily able to do so. Cdub, how you feeling about Darnell Wright as that second-year player who we, expected big things from going down in training camp today?
Hey, man, Darnell Wright I ain't hearing good things about Darnell Wright this training camp or this offseason. Damn, it sucks, man. Because if anybody that I didn't worry about on the offensive line, it was Darnell Wright. He was an absolute monster last year. Now, He's injured. I don't know the severity or anything. You probably got it. Do you got it in front of you?
No, not right now.
So we'll find out the severity of the injury. It couldn't be that much. It couldn't be that tough because he tried to give it a go. So, man, he needs to get in there and get his shit together because I ain't been hearing nothing good about Darnell Wright, bro. And that was the one guy I wasn't worried about, bro. That's the one guy.
Big Kev, chime in.
I don't like it. Like I don't, man. Like I'm looking forward to this dude coming out and start his journey to being a Pro Bowl guard. So I'm not trying to hear that he's injured too. That's one. And two, if there's been any issues that we've had in these training camps, it's been the offensive line. It's been false starts. It's been people not suiting up. So if you want to have a rookie quarterback go out there and be instantly successful, it starts in the trenches. And if your offensive line is not a cohesive unit, Caleb Williams is going to be in trouble. No matter how talented you are, if you can't be protected, if you ain't got time to throw the ball, it's a wrap. I don't care how many all-pro receivers you got out there. So they got to figure this out ASAP. And if Connor Williams is still out there, they need to be. He's gone.
Off.
See, that's
signed.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Like you signed Connor Williams 2-3 weeks ago, just because of these types of situations, and they didn't do it. So resting on their laurels and believing on this semi-patchwork offensive line, it's looking like it's gonna hurt the Bears in the long run.
For sure, and I'm with you on that. It's definitely one of those dicey situations to where you got to sit down, think about it, and reevaluate everything, especially at this point of the season right now. When you talk about Darnell Wright going down, that's one thing. But Cdub is absolutely right. This man been getting whooped by Montez Sweat all training camp long.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that can be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going against an elite edge. You know what I'm saying? But it could also be another thing like, damn, did you regress? I'm not ready to say that he's regressed.
No. Yeah.
I'm not going to jump off the cliff or jump off the ledge on that. Yeah. But if you constantly getting beat up by Montez Sweat on the edge, you know,
I mean,
you're trying to see if it's just a moment, you know what I'm saying? Or is this just the next step in his development?
And my bad, I called him a guard. He's a tackle. I see Velus Jones.
Yeah. I mean, nephew, that is Montez Sweat gang. You know what I'm saying? You might not get a lot of victories if you a second-year tackle going up against Montez Sweat. I don't give a damn how good you are, because Montez Sweat is all-pro talent. Yeah. The kid might just be going through it. He's not going to face Montez Sweat every fucking week. Well,
right.
It's some good players out here on the edge. It is a good edge, but they not Montez Sweat. So it's good. It's a good lesson to learn. Even if he get beat up, I'm glad you put it this way, because I didn't take that into account. He is facing Montez Sweat every fucking day. So you got to take that into account.
And you hope that that's making him better, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Iron sharp as iron.
And I believe it is making him better, for sure.
Yeah.
But one of the other things that came out of camp was that Velus Jones is constantly getting more looks at the running back slot. Right. We talked about it a little bit, but they pretty much saying that, hey, this guy, when he's able to carry the ball for us, he averages about 10 yards per carry. You know what I'm saying? He can add another element to the offense. He can add some more explosiveness to this offense. Big Kev, I'm coming to you first. How you feel about Velus Jones continue to see reps at the running back spot?
I mean, he better get whatever reps he can, because it ain't going to be at the wide receiver spot. And that's one. And two, I just don't want to see gimmicky stuff from the Bears. Like in the regular season, when you see Velus Jones out there, you know it's going to be a running play or a trick play or reverse or whatever. So, like, I don't know how they can truly keep this dude on the team. I'm just going to be 100. Like, he doesn't seem to fit as a receiver. He's not really the returner that you need him to be, because he can't catch the punts and field them properly. And is he really going to be just the kickoff guy? Because when you see him back there, you know that he's going to be running. So, like, they're going to stack the box. So, like, I don't know. I really don't know what to expect from Velus, or if he's even going to make the squad. Hopefully he does. Hopefully he shows enough for the team to be able to put some packages out there that even if they see it coming, he can still be successful. But I just don't know.
I will.
Oh, go ahead, nephew.
I was going to say, I was going to chime in real quick before Cdub go. I will say this. Now, I know we don't really want to talk about it, but everybody know that I went and watched a lot of film of the second half of the Green Bay Packers. I will say this. At some point, those whack-ass cheeseheads, they did a spectacular thing with Jaden Reed. they was able to get him open in space, and he was dynamic. And it took weeks before teams eventually caught up. And then, you know what I'm saying? And before those opposing teams caught up, they already won about 2 or 3 games. So I'm not saying that Velus Jones gonna come in and, you know what I'm saying, impact winning to where the Bears go on some type of crazy streak. But if you plan it out correctly, it could positively affect the games in your way, in your favor, to help you get additional wins to kind of string together a winning streak that's necessary before you head into the second half of the season. But go ahead, Cdub.
I want to say, I'm finna flip it on y'all. I want to say I agree with both of y'all takes on Velus Jones. It is true that he can't catch the ball and we can't find a space for him as of yet. But we gotta say this one thing, and this one thing is true. One positive about Velus Jones is he's fantastic with the football in his hands.
Yep.
He's fantastic. So, and what is he averaging? 10 yards a carry?
Yep.
I'm thinking the absolute opposite, Kev. You bring those gimmicky plays out and you let even if you want to use them as a
distraction.
As a distraction.
Yes,
you're gonna have to move your defense to him, fix your defense to deal with Velus Jones, because he's pretty damn good with the ball in his hand. Maybe top 5 on our team with the ball in his hands. So there is a way that he can fit this team and be impactful. And I think the running back is the best position. And I said it last live we had. This is his best opportunity to make the team.
For sure. You had something to say to that, Big Kev?
No, that's what I just said. I mean, even if the gimmicky plays have to be a part of it, hopefully he's able to take care of business when they put him on the field. When his number is called, I want to see Velus Jones live up to the expectations that not just his coaches have for him, but that he should have for himself. So that's really it. Like, from a mental perspective, I haven't seen enough from him that proves to me that he's ready to put his big boy pants on and go out there and take care of business.
Absolutely.
That motherfucker ain't getting younger. I can tell you that.
He's 27. He's 27 years old, bro.
But one thing since we talking about our running backs, one thing that's been noted is that DeAndre Swift is absolutely a weapon in this passing game, which is what we already knew. But according to Kevin Fishbane, Swift had a sick one-handed grab on a screen pass and proceeded to show off his burst during 11-on-11. This isn't the first time Swift has drawn rave reviews as a pass catch out of the backfield, and it's clear he's going to be yet another weapon for Caleb Williams in the passing game this season. Big Kev, how you feeling about hearing this praise for DeAndre Swift?
Hey, DeAndre Swift went to Georgia, right?
Not too sure.
I think he a Georgia Bulldog, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be.
Georgia. And I thought he was dope in college, and I thought he was good when he played for Detroit. I was kind of surprised that they let him go when he went to Philadelphia. But he's back. He's here back in the Central Division or the NFC North. I'm old, so forgive me for that. But at the end of the day, man, they're gonna have to use every weapon that they have. And just thinking about all the wide receivers that we have, that flat is going to be open a lot this season.
Yes.
Caleb Williams, his check down game is going to be crazy, bro. Like, he's going to have that in his pocket instead of trying to scramble. Just hit your check down, fam. DeAndre Swift going to have to catch a lot of balls, this season out of the backfield. I'm not mad at him for having this opportunity. Don't be surprised if you see him get 50 plus receptions this season out of the backfield.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. DeAndre Swift is in that mold of, I ain't saying he the exact same player. He in the mold of LT, LaDainian Tomlinson. If you were older, maybe you remember this, Kev, Dave Meggett from the New York Giants. They like pass catchers that can really run the ball as well. You know what I'm saying? They are dual threat. So I think he's one of those guys. He catches like the catch that he had today, one-hander. He's a wide receiver with running back skills. You know what I'm saying?
Cdub, I got a question for you real quick.
Yeah.
With what we know about DeAndre Swift, and I will say this before I ask the question. When I watched him on Hard Knocks with the Lions, he was absolutely one of those. I'm just going to say that. But the question is do you think DeAndre Swift, I'm not going to say match Matt Forte as a receiving running back, but do you think he adds that kind of element that can be similar to what we've seen out of Matt Forte? Because he was a monster running the ball and catching the ball out of the backfield. Just saying.
I'm gonna be honest with Matt Forte. I love Matt Forte. He was a good pass catcher out of the backfield. I don't think he was excellent. Like,
oh no, he was
DeAndre.
great.
No, I don't think he was great. To me,
Matt
I don't think he was
Forte?
great.
Cdub.
I don't think he was great.
Oh
No, I don't think he was
Lord,
great.
we
He
gotta
was
pull up
good.
his stats.
It wasn't no weakness or nothing like that. It was better. Like, they had he wasn't Marshall Falk. Would you say
No.
was he Marshall Falk? No, he wasn't
Absolutely
Marshall
not.
Falk. Now that's great right there.
Yeah.
That's great. Megan is great. LT
Okay.
is great.
Okay,
You
I
know
get
what I'm
what
saying?
you're
He was
saying.
good.
I get you saying he ain't bad, but you saying there's basically levels to the shit.
Yeah, and I
He
think
did have-
DeAndre Swift is a little better pass catcher than
He had
Matt
554
Forte.
catches in 10 seasons. So he
That's pretty
averaged
good.
50 catches. Hey.
Probably about 50 catches a year.
That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm with that. So I just think DeAndre Swift is a little bit better pass catcher than Matt Forte. I don't think that's disrespectful to Matt Forte.
Mm-mm. And I think that's what the Bears can. I mean, we've seen the Bears thrive in those type of situations. You know what I'm saying? Like in 2018, Mr. Trubisky had Jordan Howard, and then he also had Tariq Cohen catching out of the backfield, and those was some explosiveness that was there and available to him. And I'm hoping that Swift and Herbert can be that complement to what we need for Caleb Williams. But we got to talk about the last thing that really came out is that the defense pretty much shut the offense down today. The offense, they had their moments, obviously, but the defense was what they termed as constant pressure without Montez Sweat, but they had constant pressure to the point to where DeMarcus Walker came out and pretty much gave it to the Chicago Bears offense and yelled out, "Who the fuck y'all fucking with?" after making a big play.
Gee.
Cdub, how you feeling about hearing that coming from your defense?
Oh, first for the defense, I love it. Go out there and try to kill the offense every single time. And for all the days we've been hearing about this training camp, they have been destroying the offense. I would count that we playing with a rookie quarterback and our offensive line has been in shambles. But it's really kind of starting to build up that this offensive line is holding everything back, bro. It's holding everything back. I know that's where it's starting at, and that's where it's going to end. You got to keep the quarterback upright, and you got to get lanes for the running backs to run through. That's why the defense dominating. They're good too, but the offensive line in shambles, bro.
Oh, big care.
I mean, we're talking about a potential top 5 defense. So the way I feel, like, I'm not sure if you'll remember this, Bobby, but back in the day, there was a commercial with Sean Marion when he was still like a basketball player. It was a Foot Locker commercial when he's playing one-on-one with some dude in the gym. And at the end of the commercial, I mean, he dunking, he killing, he doing his thing. But at the end of the commercial, he takes off his shirt and he got weights on under it. He takes the weights off, like, yeah, now we can really play. I feel like that's what this Bears offense is going to feel like when they play against other defenses. Like, man, that ain't Montez Sweat coming off the edge right there. Man, that ain't Jalen Johnson out there. Like, it's so many different opportunities for this defense to make this offense look bad, but every defense ain't going to be able to do this to the Bears. I think it's a good thing. I think it's great that they're going up against these dogs every single day in practice because the world is going to open up to them once they go against these other teams. We're going to see Saturday exactly what I'm talking about because they're going to go against the first team defense against the Bills, and I'm not saying that they're not that good, but they're not the Chicago Bears. And Caleb Williams is going to be happy to not have to be facing them on Saturday.
I'm with y'all on that. I'm with both of you guys. I think that this is absolutely a great thing. Keep whooping their ass until they stand up and fight back.
That's it.
Like, that's what it really comes down to. Like, we love the introductory episode to Hard Knocks, but the upcoming moving forward, I want to see intensity. And right now, this sounds like some type of intensity coming out. And I hope that they highlight when Andrew Billings just last week was in that bitch yelling, "Move, get out the way." You know what I'm saying? Now we got DeMarcus Walker saying, "Who y'all think y'all messing with?" Like, step up and rise to the occasion, offense. And I'm with Big Kev. I think that it's going to be good to face off against some other teams who might not necessarily have the pass rush as you. But I also think that it's up to Shane Waldron, because if you know that there is some type of deficiency when it comes to your offensive line, now it's time for you to get to the drawing board, scheme open some things, because you can scheme open some things with a quick game. And as what's being reported from what I've been seeing about training camp, they hitting the flats, they hitting the short game, they hitting the intermediate and the deep game. So they practicing hitting all levels. So, hey, Shane Waldron, if your offensive line ain't where it needs to be this season, it's time to get to work, buddy. It's time to get to work.
Yes, sir.
Caleb that's gonna be Caleb's biggest game. You know who blitzed the most in our division is Minnesota. He gonna destroy Minnesota, bro. I'm telling you right now, just before we even play a game. This is all I gotta say, man. It's a good thing that they kicking our ass, and I just can't wait till we get some continuity with the offense, and they all come together as a unit. Then it's gonna be some real battles in practice. Then we get the real battles, because it's talent. The talent matched on both sides.
Yep.
To tell you the truth, it's matched on both sides.
Shout out to Lil Kev in the building with the hair. Y'all already know. But I'm with you on that, bro. It's just that these guys really just got to grab a bull by the horn and go. That's just what it really is. I know that right now you got a couple, you know what I'm saying, little iffy spots. But I think that for the most part, you got some good signs, especially with your offensive line returning. Now, look, last question before we go, started with Big Kev. If this offensive line is still dealing with a lot of injuries, do you still play Caleb Saturday?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's kind of looking like, I'm not saying that you got to have everybody 100%, but let's just say Nate Davis and Darnell Wright is not available, but everybody else is available. You know, Braxton Jones, Tevin Jenkins, and whoever you want to be your starter center, and maybe Ryan Bates start at the right guard. Do you still trot Caleb Williams out there?
Man, at this point, if they don't trot Caleb Williams out there, I'm going to be mad as hell. You can't coddle this dude. You cannot baby this man. He is a starting quarterback in the NFL. This ain't college. This ain't high school. This is the NFL. It's a grown man's game. So regardless if you're starting five out there or not, because guess what? 9 times out of 10, you're not going to play all 17 games with your incomplete starting five offensive line. That's just that rarely happens. So it's time for him to go out there and get hit, run some plays, get a feel for the game. Because I remember when Justin Fields was like, "Oh man, it was easier than I thought." And then he got hit in the mouth and won 4 games, or I guess 10 games total as a Chicago Bear. So at the end of the day, Caleb Williams needs to be out there, if for nothing else than a series. If Tyson Bagent can go out there for a series, Caleb Williams can go out there for a series.
Wait, Tyson Bagent was out there? Oh, okay. Hey,
you still putting Caleb out there?
I'm still putting Caleb out there. You want to know why? I just looked at the Buffalo defense. Ain't none of these rushers scaring me. Ed Oliver, Greg Rosenay, Daquan Jones. You got Von Miller listed as a second string rusher.
Them Von Miller and Ed Oliver. But I don't know if they're gonna necessarily play that many snaps. So
yeah,
other than that, I'm with you.
I'll let him play. It ain't no threat over here. He could play 1-2 series, bro.
Facts.
He could. Ain't no
I would
threat.
say, and I'm right on board with Big Kev. You can't baby this guy. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I think about is, and I said it before, I heard some of my other content creators use this. I believe I said it first, but I ain't gonna pat myself on the back. But I did say on one of our training camp episodes that, hey, Joe Burrow took a beaten up lineup to the Super Bowl. He wasn't necessarily saying that Caleb Williams was going to go to the Super Bowl, but if you are so great and you have a good relationship with your offensive coordinator, there are some things that you can have in place to beat certain things. And if you have a quick game, you can wear down offensive lines. If you're able to get 4-5 yards each carry or something like that, you can wear down defensive lines. And it's just what it really is. So I say don't baby this young guy. He already told you that reps are paramount to his success. Javon Dexter just came out and said reps are pretty much paramount to his success. Matt Eberflus, did you not learn when you kept Justin Fields on the sideline? Come on, bro. Yeah. Like, play these guys. You ain't got the damn the clout per se to just sit guys on the sideline and say, we're going to be good for the start of the season. These guys are learning a whole new system offensively. Play these guys. You got a rookie quarterback. Play these guys. You still got questions with your offensive line. Figure it out just in case Nate Davis can't go. Just in case Darnell Wright doesn't start the season. Play these guys to see who can fill in and have a game plan that Shane Waldron puts together to add some quick game, to add some intermediate, and then go from there. Don't fuck around with this like you did last season with Justin Fields. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's a good take. And I want to say this. Y'all was just talking about Joe Burrow, and this is going into Caleb Williams and getting sacked and being scared of him getting injured. Joe Burrow is the toughest quarterback in the league. I think he's going to stand there and he's going to stand right in the pocket. That's why he's always hurt, because he's going to stand there and wait and stand in that pocket and wait till you open and pass it. But Caleb is like Barry Sanders is like as a quarterback. He know how to protect himself. It's hard to sack Caleb Williams. I watched a lot of games of Caleb Williams, bro. I damn near feel like I watched all of them now. This kid does not get sacked often. He's very agile. He's low-key very fast. If you think he ain't fast, he's fast. Wait till y'all see this guy get out and get on the scramble. It's gonna be exciting. The kid is something different, and I think he can take care of himself too. So for 1 or 2 series, he can take care of himself too.
That's a
fact. Even with a patched up offensive line.
That's a fact.
Absolutely.
For sure. Let's get into a few of these comments before we roll out. Mike, he pretty much said Swift is more of a Ahmad Bradshaw. Man, it's been a long time since I heard that.
Right? What's this? That's
crazy.
Giants, 44 Giants.
Yes, bro. Hey, that little motherfucker was a beast.
He's
trucking.
Yeah.
Evie in the building says, let's wait and see after Saturday's game in Buffalo.
Shout out to Evie.
For real.
What up, Evie?
She also said that we should know tomorrow if Caleb will even start. For real.
That's a thing? They announcing that tomorrow?
Either tomorrow. Well, what's today? Wednesday? Yeah,
tomorrow,
Thursday. Yeah, they should be announcing it tomorrow for sure. Because then Friday will be the off day, and then Saturday will be game day. But Evie said, "Are y'all doing a live call on Saturday?" Evie, I got one question for you: Is a pig's pussy pork?
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry, Evie.
Of course, Cdub gonna be live calling.
Y'all gonna be in the building.
You know we love you, Evie. I just had to crack a little fun at you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they said, why you say agile like that, gang?
I wasn't going to say. He said he agile.
He does try to get every letter in there.
It was hilarious the way you said. He sounded like Charles Barkley, bro, what you said.
Oh, the real. For sure. My man's Motor City Manilia said Detroit versus everybody. I got something for you, my guy. Y'all unique neighbors cook y'all stupid ass. What you think DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Roman Duze gonna do to y'all? Stop it.
My man Ron say he ain't want to be no third receiver. That's what Ron said.
But that pretty much wraps it up for us on the training camp recap. Fellas, y'all got anything left?
He said your shirt young, kid.
Drip in the building.
He always be coming in.
Did you get that super chat? We got a super chat. I don't think you got the super chat.
It's pinned up in there.
Oh, my bad. My bad to the super chat with Tito. He said Nate Day-to-Day Davis needs to kick rocks. Hey, we gonna start calling bro Day-to-Day.
Hey, there it is. Day-to-Day Davis.
Hey, Cdub, I ain't gonna lie to you. You might have a catfish 2.0.
Oh, wait. It might be.
Can we keep it a buck?
He might be 1.0. Wasn't he here first?
Nah, he ain't worse than Lil Roy.
But nonetheless, the man, we thought he was gonna be one of the best guards in the league.
That's what they were saying. None of that. Catfish NFL style.
Oh my God. Nate Davis, new name is Catfish, ladies and gentlemen. That has been given to him by C-Dub.
Look at this, man. He answered your question, nephew.
Hey. He said yes. It is. But hey, y'all make sure y'all tune in to my man's Hayes.
Oh, yeah.
He will be debating NBA for all my NBA fans out there. My man's Hayes is getting ready to set off in 8 minutes and go ahead and debate on Player's Choice on YouTube for my NBA fans out there. Make sure y'all go and support my brother. He couldn't make it to the live today because he was preparing for greatness. And y'all make sure y'all prepare for greatness by getting us to that 16K before the end of the day. Subscribe here and stop freeloading. We know it's 115 of y'all in here. And we know it's about 10 of y'all that ain't subbed yet. Sub to the channel.
Bogus. Do we gotta show them what a sub button is? They might not know what the fuck the sub button is.
They know what a sub button is. They got a bell next to it.
It's red.
But nonetheless, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe on your way out. If you want to be a part of our mailbag episodes that is going to happen on Friday and Saturday, call in, state your name, leave your take on everything Chicago Bears. 773-242-9336 is the number. Thank y'all so much, and y'all already know how we end every episode. Chi-Town up and bear down, baby.